Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today we're going to talk about how to start a business. In fact, we're going to talk about whatever you want to talk about as usual on the Stop Struggling Now live streams. But it's going to be talking about Opus virtual offices. A lot of people are starting their own businesses these days. So therefore, a lot of people don't want to work out of their home. We're going to talk about it today, and we're going to talk about investing, and we're going to talk about referral marketing, and we're going to talk about affiliate marketing, because Opus Virtual Offices has affiliate marketing associated with it if you want to try to help other people, because a lot of people are doing residential. And welcome. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Stop Struggling Now live stream. Hopefully you guys can hear me fine. MS Boo 13, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for being here. Dave Sincere, what's going on, my man? Glad to see you here. Thank you for your support. All right, so as usual, we can talk about anything these days, but we're going to be talking about, to start this off, Opus Virtual Office. We're going to start with that. A lot of people are working out of their home. A lot of people are working out of a garage. It does not matter, because Opus Virtual Office is just that. It's a virtual office, so you have a business phone. You have a business fax. You have a commercial address. This can help you out in the long term when you're trying to do your business. So just keep that in mind. And so therefore, let me show you a few of these Opus Virtual Office. I'm going to go to it. I didn't have it set up today because, as you'll notice or may not notice, I'm actually at my father's house in the ATL. So this is a little bit different. His office is set up not conducive for home-based business or live streaming, but it's all right. You know how entrepreneurs have to do it. We have to make do with what we have. So I'm going to show you on the screen the Opus Virtual Offices. So if anybody's looking for an office that they don't want to use their residential address and they want to look professional, then this is what you do. The Opus Virtual Office. Welcome, Dream Cooks. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for being here. Our Denim Cooks, hello there. Welcome to the live stream. All live streams we can talk about anything you want, but I'm just going to start off the live stream here with the Opus Virtual Office, and then we can get into investing, real estate, anything you want to talk about, anything you want to ask, stocks, bonds. It does not matter, because this is all about financial literacy, financial freedom, financial independence. That's what we're trying to do here. So you can see here on the screen that I'm at the opusvirtualoffice.com website. So there'll be a link down below in the description for to go look at the Opus Virtual Office website. And as you can see, it's $99 per month. You have to keep in mind that whenever you do anything for your business, whether it's an LLC, whether it's a corporation, this is a tax write-off every month. Even though it's $99, that is an expense that you can write off against your revenue, against your income that your business receives. And as you can see here with Opus Virtual Office, you get all this over here to the right. You get a live receptionist, meaning when somebody calls you, they give you a business phone number, they give you a business fax number. When somebody calls you, a person will answer the phone. And you say, well, you're not at the virtual office. I understand that. But what they do is they say, hello, this is Stop Struggling Now LLC. How can I help you? Yes, may I speak to Eric? And then they say, yes, can you hold, please? And they will forward the call to whatever number you designate. So you have a live receptionist. You have a corporate mailing address, because not all, but the Opus Virtual Office you should choose should be in a commercial location that they actually have offices there. So that would be a corporate mailing address. And what this helps with is when you're trying to do business funding, when you're opening up bank accounts, things like that. So they have a company phone number. And just like I said, they answer the phone in your LLC or your corporation name. You have a company fax number, and it can be added to 411, the company phone number. So again, if somebody calls up and asks for 411 and you go stop struggling now, they'll give you the phone number to the business, the Opus virtual office business phone number that they give you. All right. Your voicemail, in case you don't answer it, it's transcribed into email. So that could be forwarded to you in an email, and your fax can also be converted to email and forwarded to you. And we have a link down below where you could have, your setup fee is waived. And the promo code is YG as in George, the number one, YG1. It's down in the description, so you can get that code, so you'll get the waived for the setup fee. And that's pretty much it. Now, some people you can see on the screen where there's Fort Lauderdale, Dallas, Houston, Los Angeles, Tampa, Miami, New York, Wilmington, Delaware. But the list goes on. There's more places in this, and you can just go to the website and look at it further. And now let's get into the other part, because there's another section to all of this, because you can actually promote this and call it affiliate marketing, referral marketing. So go to the stopstrugglingnow.com website and you'll see office programs. I also are business affiliates. I also have a link down below in case you want to look at the affiliate program. And the affiliate program, you simply receive $50 every time a person signs up, a one-time refer a friend type of deal. And every month they pay once a month. That's pretty much it. I receive $50 every time somebody signs up as well. You can too, especially in this pandemic era. And there's a lot of people talking about starting their businesses and how do you do it and how do you look professional. This is one way you can look professional. And yes, it costs a little under $1,200 a year. So again, this is how you can make it look much better than you sitting in the comfort of your home like I'm doing right now. But that's okay. Even if you can't afford to do Opus Virtual Office, I'm just letting you know this is the opportunity that you can have. Now, keep in mind, if anybody wants to talk about stocks, which I'll get into, real estate deals, anything that I've mentioned so far or haven't mentioned, if you have any questions or you want to talk about anything, so be it. I'll be on the live stream temporarily for tonight, and it'll probably be, we'll probably run it maybe about 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. Depending on what people want to talk about tonight. Hopefully everybody can hear me fine. I'm in the ATL, and I'm in my dad's office, and his is set up a little bit differently. So I don't know if my mic and everything is working fine, but let me know, please. All right, let's see what else has happened recently. I'll take this off the screen and I'll go back to put me up. But what else has happened? We'll talk about stocks then. Recently, this is like my little pet peeve, and I'll talk about my pet peeve just so everybody can think and know that they didn't miss anything. I put a video out about this, but I'll talk about it right now. A lot of people are thinking about investing because they keep hearing people talking about options. You keep hearing people about invest. You might see the stock market going up, stock market going down. A lot of people really don't know what to do. Well, that's it. You have to do research. Just like when you start a business, just like when you're going to make a plan, when you're saying, hey, I'm going to invest in myself and get some education, and you pick where you're going to go. It's the same kind of thing. You have to do a little research. But I just want to it was going to come out for 100 All right. Let me know if this is any better. Ruby K, how you doing this evening? All right. Let me put the mic up a little closer. Hopefully that helps. Still no sound? Do we have any sound back? Let me know. Okay. No sound. Okay. Let me know. Yeah. Ruby K, turn the volume up. Well, we are having issues here in the ATL, it seems. All right. Does anybody hear me? All right. Excellent. All right. Hopefully that works out a little better. Eleanor Harvey, welcome to the live stream. Glad to see you. And Dave Sincere, in case you didn't hear me, yeah, that's what happens when people pick those low-level type virtual offices, which may not have a lounge when you walk in the door, may not have a receptionist, and it may not be that type of setup. So then they will nickel and dime you for a mail that's received, a fax that's received, anything. I mean, it could be anything, and they'll charge because they should have been charging a lot more money than $40 a month. So this is why I like Opus Virtual Office, because they actually, you can choose literally offices that are in commercial locations. So when a person walks in there, they see a receptionist and say, hey, what's going on today? So that's always a good thing. Life Media Pro, welcome to the live stream. Ruby K, welcome to the live stream. Hopefully everybody can hear me a little bit better. All right. Thank you so much. All right. We missed your answering the question. Denim Cooks. Let's see. You missed that. Let me go back and I'll put it back up on the screen. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Oh, how many months in advance do you have to pay for the Opus Virtual Office? You do not. It's the $99. That's all you pay for the first month. They give you a discount. You'll see it on the go to opusvirtualoffices.com. There's a link down below in the description. They give you a discount at either, I can't remember if it's 12 months and 1 month free, or if it was 4 months and they reduce it 5% or so. But I can't remember that discount that they give for prepaying in advance. But you do not have to. You can simply pay $99. And if you use the promo code YG1, then they waive the setup fee for you. And it's down in the description. So hopefully that helps you out, and hopefully that answers the question if I missed it. And again, Ruby K, welcome to the live stream. Life Media Pro, thank you, man. Glad to see you. Thank you for your support. Appreciate it. Eleanor Harvey, like I said before, thank you so much. Thank you for your continued support, for being a member of the channel as well. I appreciate it. All right. Mrs. Cooper, love Opus. Right on. I'm glad to hear that. I am glad to hear that you are using the Opus Virtual Offices. And yes, it's very simple. It's very easy to sign up. So that is a bonus for that to happen. All right. So back to the stock, and we were talking about snow. So in case you guys, a lot of people heard that Snowflake opened at $120, when in fact it did not. So if you were working and you are sitting there and you go at late night after work and you go to CNBC last week and you saw the biggest IPO ever, Snowflake, this year so far, you would have heard that it's opened at 120 and it went up to as high as $319. Well, don't be confused. You did not miss anything in reality. Bottom line to the story is Warren Buffett and Salesforce were able to buy $250 million each, $120. The rest of us, it opened at $245. So nobody, ordinary citizens, OCs, it would have, you would have had to pay $245 when it opened per share for Snow. And then it went up to $319. And now it's back down to $240, $239 as we speak. Something like that. It'll open something like that tomorrow. I don't know the actual number, or but it's around 240. So in fact, if somebody would have bought in on the opening day of the IPO, they would be down just a little bit. But this is how IPOs work. So don't be disheartened when you think that you might have missed out on something. Thank you so much, Life Media Pro. Thank you for your comment. And thank you so much, Denim Cooks, for the donation. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So don't think that you missed out on the snow. So that's what you have to remember. Any investments that you do, you take your time. You don't really miss out on anything. You do investments in the stock market long term. It's not what happens this month. You always do research. You always figure out if it works for you. A lot of people say, I don't want to do any type of investments. They just want to make it simple. So what do? You go to index funds. So to make it easy for you, you go to an index fund such as VTI. So everybody, that's a Vanguard fund, and it's just simply they do the index. Okay, that's all they do. It's nothing strenuous about it. It's nothing hard. You don't have to figure out what's going to happen. They just go by the index funds, which is NASDAQ, Standard & Poor 500, or Dow. And so that's how simple it can be. You can just set it and forget it. You can also go with, I don't think I have a link down below, but there's a company that came out like a fintech called Wealthfront. And some people may not want to even invest in the index funds. And you can invest with Wealthfront, and they will send your money where you need it to go. So, for instance, you can tell them, hey, I want you to send my mortgage payment, my credit card payments. I want you to send $200 to sign up with Vanguard Index Fund, VTI, or there's also VOO. You can do it that way, and they'll distribute the money for you. And get this, as soon as you get up to $25,000 in that account, you get a line of credit from Wealthfront. So it won't be based on your credit score. It's going to be based that you have $25,000 or more in their account. How simple is that? So anybody that wants to think about credit in the future, this is going to be the future of credit. It's going to be based on personal credit, based on your revenue, based on your assets. So this is why from now on, you should be doing extra streams of income, and you should also think about investing and creating more money for yourself. When you're making money for your business, you can open up a business IRA account, something I've never talked about. Your LLC, your corporation can have an IRA account. You can dump money in there, and then therefore you build up money, and now you can use that as an asset. There's different tricks that you can do that the wealthy don't tell the rest of the people. The bankers don't tell you. So these are the kind of things that ordinary citizens, they save money. You might have $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 sitting in a bank, but your bank is just an ordinary bank. You're sitting there going, okay, can I come in here and get a loan? They say, well, your credit score is not up to par. We're going to check your credit. But you could be a Chase private banker, and they know you have like $50,000 in the bank. It might take more than that, but you got $50,000 in the bank, for instance, and you walk in the back office and say, hey, can I get a $10,000 loan temporarily? And they'll say, okay, no problem. And so Wealthfront and fintech banks, they're going to start doing this too, which is awesome. And this also works with cryptocurrency. There's new fintech companies coming out, so you can always build your credit score. And speaking of credit, ladies and gentlemen, there's something exciting that's going to be coming. I've teased you all already about it, and it's going to be set up in October. There's going to be a situation where you pay $149. That's it. And you will be able to get a trade line that's going to be $10,000, and it will report to all 3 credit bureaus. Can you believe that? And you do not have to buy anything additional. So basically it's a $149 fee, no hard inquiry, and you'll have a $10,000 trade line. And the $10,000 trade line is actually functional. You can buy, I can't tell you the product yet, but you'll be able to buy from the store, online, or in person on that trade line. So this is going to be exciting. And then I might do some offshoots of some other things too with it, because I have a special deal, but I'm going to have to go back to Cali to make this finalize what I want to do on my side. But that deal is going to happen sometime in October, probably around October 10th will be the latest. and you guys are all going to know about it. And if you want to find out about it and want to be on the newsletter list, please go down below in the description, sign up for the newsletter, and you won't miss when this $10,000 primary trade line comes out. And again, it's not an AU. It's not an authorized user. That only stays on there temporarily. This is going to stay on your account for $149 the first year. You don't have to buy anything. They're going to report to all 3 credit bureaus, $10,000 trade line. The second year, the renewal fee is going to be $59. So you don't have to buy anything, but they're going to report on your credit file. So this is going to be an awesome situation, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm very happy to be able to present this. Nobody else has it. Nobody else can get it. Why? Because I'm setting it up with the company. And so I'm going to be the first person that even has it. Nobody else is going to have it. So therefore, you're not going to find it before I come out with it. And so it's going to be an awesome thing for everybody if you want to improve your credit scores. All right. So I talked about stocks. I talked about the new credit. And if anybody wants to build their credit, there'll be links down below. I'll probably add those if they're not already there. How can I forget? Please hit the like button below, or as they say, smash the like button. Okay. And please subscribe if you'd like to become a member. We talk about how to make money, extra streams of income, how to invest, whether it's real estate, stocks. We talk about ways to improve your credit, whether it's personal or business. So Tim Tradeline, lovely name. I like that name, Tim Tradeline. I'm going to have to go Eric Tradeline after I'm done with this setup. Right on, Tim Tradeline. Like I said, it's going to be probably around somewhere between October 5th and October 10th is when this is going to be available. The website and everything is being set up now. This is not a Stop Struggling Now product. This is an actual store, actual place. You can walk in if you're in their area and use your trade line, or you can order online and use your trade line. That's how beautiful this is going to be. All right. That's right, D. Dixon. Thank you and welcome to the live stream. Tim Tradeline, I mentioned your name and welcome to the live stream. M. Never Saw 6. Can I join? You can't join until October 5th through the 10th. That's about when it should be ready. We're working on the website right now because we're going to add affiliates to it. So, and it's a new program, so they're setting it up so they can accept the $149 trade line signups. So they're getting the software guys to make sure we don't have any problems, any glitches, because I already told them that there's probably going to be, from me only, maybe 10 to 50 people a day signing up. But once this gets out, there's going to be probably 500 people every month signing up at least. So I told them to make sure they got everything in order because I don't want to have any fail. We don't want fail to happen. So we're going to take our time. All right. D. Dixon, name of trade. Can't give that to you yet. I'll give it to you October 5th through the 10th. Sign up with the newsletter in the link down below. Sign up with our newsletter and you'll be the first to know when the trade line becomes available and it's live on the internet. Then you can answer the question. Braiding Bar, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for being here. All right. Brandon Hicks, welcome. Nice to see you again, man. From North Carolina. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your support as usual. Is it first come, first serve? Denham Cooks, no, it is not first come, first serve. It'll be open to everybody. There's no cap on it. There's no like only 50 people can sign up or anything like that. It's going to be open to everyone that has a social security number, basically. So once I put this out, other people are going to find out about it. So it doesn't matter. 1,000 people sign up, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 25,000. It won't matter. Everybody can sign up. All right. So it won't be a problem. Silverman Fox, thank you. Welcome to the live stream. And again, I always forget. I usually am in an hour before I mention this, but please subscribe if you like what we talk about. And please hit the like button if you also like what we talk about here. All right. Yeah, D. Dixon. Yeah, no worries. Thank you, man. Yeah, I can't give it out yet because I want to make sure we get everything together. And then you will see it come out and then you'll be like, okay, I get you. And it's going to be pretty sweet. So just keep that in mind. I'm excited about it because this is something that I've been looking for the last 2 years, because we've depended on other people to do new primary trade lines, and they seem to always get us with an L. They come out, they act like they can do something, and then it ends up being a fail. So that's why I want to be cautious, make sure we have everything straight before we even let people know about it. So it's going to be awesome. And Damo Goins, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for being here. And everybody, if you have any questions about real estate, stocks, credit repair, authorized user trade lines, in fact, if you have questions about anything, I'll try and answer it. It's open as usual with the live streams here at Stop Struggling Now. This is the no guru zone. There's no courses. Nobody's talking about trying to get you to sign up for anything. So no question is stupid, because you have to start somewhere. Not everybody doesn't know everything, but we have people here in the chat that are very knowledgeable. I myself, I've done a lot of things, so I can pretty much talk about almost anything. I'm not an expert on everything, but there's quite a few things that I've invested in and things I've done. So if anybody wants to know about it, you got it. Thank you, Denim Cooks. And again, thank you for that donation that you made earlier when we started. Denim Cooks, what do you think about investing in mobile homes? I can't say anything bad about them. I mean, they're cheap enough, so they always make sense from an economic rental standpoint. You can buy mobile homes for, down here in the South, they could be $5,000, $18,000, $30,000, and you can rent for $500, $600, $700, $800 a month. So economically, it makes sense because you're going to have a great net operating income. And so that's not, I don't see a problem with that. You just got to make sure that when you rent a mobile home or any real estate, you just have to make sure that you make enough to cover your bills. That's all. And then some. We all want money. We all want extra money, right? So you can build your streams of income, but don't think too small. Here's what I think. If you're going to talk about mobile homes, look for a mobile home park if you can. I know where there's one for sale, but I can't mention it, unfortunately, because one of my friends is looking to buy it. But you can go to loopnet.com and look around there for multifamily, for commercial property, for mobile homes. And again, LoopNet is spelled L as in Larry, O, P as in Paul, N as in Nancy, E, T as in Tom, .com. And so you can go there and find out about multifamily, mobile homes, gas stations, whatever, restaurants, it's all there. All right. D. Dixon, I have a blank file. How do I get credit cards? D. Dixon, welcome to the live stream for this. You might want to check out my last video where I did a no hard inquiry credit card with overstock.com. It's called the shopping cart trick. And I did a previous video. In that video that I just did, the previous video, you can do, there'll be a link. So the last video, how to get a credit card with the soft inquiry, you can see that. Well, the second 2 videos ago, actually. And then in the description of that video, there'll be a link to how you can get a Victoria's Secret or a pink card also with no hard inquiry. All right. And if you want to do something else, there'll be links down below in the description that helps you with My Jewelers Club, which is a $5,000 trade line. You have to buy $100 or more. You have to put down 50%, and then they bill you $30 a month till you pay it off. You have a 1-year membership. At the end of 1 year, you can renew, and My Jewelers Club reports to all 3 credit bureaus. And then you can go with New Coast Direct, same $5,000 trade line, and they report to Experian and TransUnion. No, I'm sorry, Equifax and TransUnion. So you can start there, and then you can have, that will give you 4 credit cards. Simple. Hopefully that helps you out, D. Dixon, so that your credit score can go up. Brandon Hicks, did that house ever sell for? No. I have my eye on that. Thank you very much. It's over in Les Jardins. There, it still wasn't built, and you're referring to that video that I put out when I went out there. I'm still keeping my eye on it, and quite frankly, I think they have it overpriced because there are bigger homes, and the value, according to Zillow, those bigger homes that are 5,000 square feet, 6,000, 7,000 square feet are only in the upper 400s on the Zillow, but none have been sold. So there's really no way to know the value because those homes are nice. I love the way they look. They have 5 different, 6, 7, 8, 10 different roof pitches. I like that Tudor styling. So they're impressive homes, and the area is impressive. But so far, no takers for the 3,900 square foot, $650,000 house. But you never know. I'm keeping my eye on it. Thanks for asking. And if they do that, you guys are going to be the first to know, because then everybody and their grandma should be getting one of those $50,000 lots if you are able to, because that means you can build a 4,000 square foot house for way under $650,000. So that would be the beauty of it, and everybody could make $150,000 to $200,000 if that's the case. So I'm not greedy, and I would not be buying up all the lots because all lots are not created equal. Some of the lots have different slopes to them, so it all depends on your preference and where it would sit in the subdivision. So, yeah, unfortunately, it hasn't sold yet. It's supposed to be completed in November, so I'm crossing my fingers that something does happen. Can't get cards with just AUs. Hold on, D. Dixon. NJ Braiding Bar. Welcome again, real estate market. Yes, anything you want to talk about, we can talk about. Can't get cards with just AUs. You don't need AUs. Again, use the, go see I did 2 videos ago. Go see how you can get a credit card with the soft inquiry. So you don't need an AU. Why bother? And also, don't even bother with AUs anyhow, because you're going to have to pay an authorized user trade line. Let's just say it costs you $450. It's only going to stay on your credit file for 3 months. So you might as well just get primary trade lines, and especially since you don't have anything on your credit file, your credit score is going to be at 700 anyhow. All you need is something to report. And you need, if you get a couple of things to report, your credit score is going to be around 700. But because it's all going to be fresh and brand new, you're not going to be able to go somewhere and expect a $10,000 or $15,000 credit card until, of course, October 5th through the 10th. Yeah, you'll be able to get something that you can actually do something with. But up until then, no, you're not going to be able to get any $10,000 or $20,000 or $30,000 trade lines with only having a credit file that's only 1 month or 2 months old. So you got to think of it like seasoning. You got to put in the work, invest in it a little bit, get a few payments shown on your account, 3-4 months, and then you try to apply for other cards. But right now you can get four lines of credit that'll help your score, and you'll be in the 700s. So again, if I have them in the link down below, check it out. It might have it. So it would be My Jewelers Club, New Coast Direct, and then see my previous videos where you can do soft inquiry. All right. And then that way you can get 2 soft inquiry cards, and that will help. One from Victoria's Secret, one from Overstock. So hopefully that helps you, D. Dixon. All right. MDA, it's a website specifically for mobile home parks. Actually, I don't generally deal with mobile home parks, but if there is one, MDA 0214, I'm glad to see you here, man. Thank you for being here. If you have that website, please put it in the chat, because I don't know any specific. In fact, I do know what it is, but I can't remember what it is off the hand, because I wasn't looking for mobile homes in the last few months, because I was looking for one behind a hotel, and I found one, but I can't remember where the website is for mobile homes only. But if MDA 0214, if you have it, please put it down in chat where you can go find mobile homes only. Otherwise, like I said, go to LootNet or go to CoStar. Those are the first place you start. Or if you're in a certain area, call a commercial broker, real estate broker. That's what you do. And then they'll find one for you while you got your feet kicked up on the couch, and they'll send you over what they have available on their MLS. That's one way to do it. Mobile home park store. Excellent. Right on. Thank you, MDA. I appreciate that, man. Hopefully you got that. Denim Cooks, hopefully you got that. Let me go show you. It was courtesy of MDA, Mobile Home Park Store. There you go. Like I said, we have people that are very knowledgeable here at Stop Struggling Now. MDA 0214, me and him go back and forth on investing, on real estate, on different ideas. I love the conversation that me and him have. Hopefully it helps other people because there's more than one way to do something. Everybody can arrive at the same place, being wealthy, have assets, but other people accumulate assets differently. Not everybody has to buy real estate. Not everybody has to be in the stock market. There's other things that you can do, and we all end up at the same place. So thank you again, MDA. All right. Tim Tradeline. Max out Hutton Chase, New Coast Direct to 3,000 credit limit each. New Coast Direct max is 5,000. It's not 3,000, but you must mean Ox Publishing and Hutton Chase. Yeah, you could max them out. New Coast Direct, you got $5,000 trade line, and My Jewelers Club gives you a $5,000 trade line. Hutton Chase and Ox Publishing only reports to Equifax. So that's why I always say go with My Jewelers first, New Coast Direct, because then that's the only ways that they report. You get 3. They report to 3 with My Jewelers Club and New Coast Direct. Let me get this off. New Coast Direct goes that way. Okay, Facebook user, I hope it was taped. Yes, this is taped. Once we end the live stream, it's taped, so it'll be up, and then it'll be up on the YouTube channel also after about 3 to 4 hours later, after they render the tape, and then it'll come out on the live, come out in the YouTube. It'll also be on Facebook as well, and so you can go back and watch it. No problem. Everybody that's welcome, Facebook user, please hit the like button down below. And if you'd like to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much. AJ, welcome to the live stream. Is it easy to change address to a virtual office? Yes, it is. If you're talking about your LLC corporation, all you have to do is contact the Secretary of State. In most states, it's called Secretary of State. You contact them and submit your change of address. It's that simple, not that hard. And then, of course, if you have any vendors or anything like that, you can change the address to that. Your bank account, you can change it if you want to. You can do it. It's that simple. AJ asked also, is this is your LLC address is made already? I don't understand, AJ. You'll have to rephrase that because I can't tell what you're saying. This is your LLC address is made already. I don't understand, quite frankly. But if you already have an LLC, like I said, hopefully that answered. You go to the Secretary of State, you tell them to change your address to the LLC address if that's what you want to do. All right. Tim Tradeline. Nah, Ox Publishing, my fault. Yeah, I knew what you meant, Tim Tradeline. I knew you were talking about Ox, not New Coast. Because when you said it maxed out at 3,000, I figured it was Ox Publishing or Hutton Chase. Just so people understand what we're talking about with Tim Tradeline is that when you sign up for Ox Publishing and Hutton Chase gives you initially a trade line of $1,500. Ox Publishing is $2,500. What they'll do is when you pay off your initial order, they'll bump your credit up, your credit line up, and so they incrementally. One goes to 3,000, which will be the Ox Publishing, and Hutton Chase might take it up to 2,000. Then when you buy again, then they might up your trade line to 3,000. So that's what he's referring to. In that, then, and when you pay off, when your trade line's at 3,000 and you pay off, then they won't increase your credit line after that. So that's what we're referring to, and that's what Tim Tradeline's referring to. So they cap it at 3,000. Raquel S, welcome to the live stream. Thank you. You give great advice on your videos. Thanks. Thank you so much, Raquel. This is the no guru zone, as everybody knows. And how can I forget every time I get into a live stream? Stop Struggling Now gear. Everybody can see it. You can go to the stopstrugglingnow.com website. We have different motivational sayings. So, and different colors. And we even have women's t-shirts. We have yoga pants even that I rarely show. So not for me, of course, for the ladies. All right. Let's see. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? It's all open. You can ask anything, and apparently we have very knowledgeable people here at Stop Struggling Now. As usual, MDA 0214 helped out this evening and gave us that mobilehomeparkstore.com website. If you want to invest in mobile parks or mobile homes, I can imagine that's all going to be right there. It sounds like a store. So that'll be awesome. All right, here. AJ. Raquel L says, Credit Strong an installment loan on your credit file? Yes, it is. It's an installment loan. And a lot of people don't understand the difference. Just in case you don't, Larry Williams, I switched to YouTube. All right, welcome, Larry Williams. Just so people understand, the Credit Strong and Self-Lender, those are installment loans. And an installment loan is just like a fixed payment every month, just like a mortgage and just like a car note. That does not really go against you with the debt utilization on your credit score. So therefore, that is a good thing. So if you owe, let's say Credit Strong, and you pick the $99 a month package, then that's an installment loan. They'll report that you're paying on time. But just because your trade line is $5,000, that doesn't help you with your debt utilization. But it does help you with everything else, such as age, such as on-time payment history, such as new credit. So it does help about 70% of the other part of your score. It just doesn't help you with 30% for the debt utilization. But that doesn't matter. When they do no credit checks on Self-Lender and Credit Strong. So it's a great way for somebody to improve their credit score. So thank you for asking that question, Rachel S. And a credit card is a revolving trade line. And a revolving trade line, they do report. If you owe $5,000 on a $10,000 credit card, then they will take into consideration that you owe the $5,000, and that's 50% of your debt utilization. And you always need to be 29% or less for debt utilization. All right. Ideally, you want to be under 9%. So it's that simple. All right. All right. AJ, my question is above. My LLC is for rentals. However, I only have one property. When I apply for business credit, do I have to show income? If so, do I have to have a certain amount of income for high credit line? Okay, AJ, I think you're asking me a combination of questions. Here's the situation right now during the pandemic, because we keep it real around here. You need to start your business credit. This is true. But you should have, look, okay, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to say this. There's different ways you can do this. You're going to have to, if your business does not already have business credit, if your business does not have revenue for the last year coming in, then they're going to go, and everybody's going to go by your personal credit score. All right? It's that simple. You're going to have to be at least 1 year out, even 2 years out nowadays, to be in business for 2 years, and you're going to have to show your tax receipts or your bank statements for the 2 years. And then they still want to check your credit and make sure it's above 680. So there's no more of this, we're just going to give you business credit only anymore because of the pandemic situation. So hopefully that's what you're asking me. So yes. Now, if you want to try to get income for a high credit line, you're going to have to do a personal credit, PG, personal guarantee. You're going to have to use your own credit score if you want to try to get these $15,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 lines of credit. You're going to need us in the 700s, mid 700s and up. I would say that would be your best bet. But there is one other option, because if you're going to do rentals, then you're going to need, you can do an FHA if you plan on buying additional properties. You can do 3% down, and then you only need a 640 credit score. But you can only get up to a fourplex. You can get a single family, duplex, a triplex, or a fourplex using the FHA. And the caveat with an FHA is you have to live in it for one of the units for 1 year. That's the caveat, though, doing a 3% down FHA. When you do other properties, AJ, since you already have rentals, then you know now you have to put down 20 to 30% down payments whenever you're doing commercial real estate these days. All right. So hopefully that answers your question. If not, just ask me another question and then we'll get there. Are there any companies with $10,000 trade lines I need to improve utilization? No, not that I'm going to recommend. You have to get My Jewelers at 5,000 and New Coast Direct, Raquel S, at 5,000. That will get you 10,000 when you get those two. All right. That's the best I can tell you right now. Hopefully that helps you. All right. But there's not one until October 5th through the 10th, somewhere around there. There will be no hard inquiry, $10,000 trade line that reports to all three credit bureaus. And it's only going to cost $149. That's it. And you don't have to buy anything. And it's not an AU. It's an actual trade line that's going to report every month. And then next year, you pay a renewal fee of $59 and you never have to buy anything and it will report. But the trade line is real where you can actually buy from the company. I just can't release this information yet until we're ready because we're going to be the first ones that's going to have this year. It's Stop Struggling Now. Nobody else on YouTube, nobody else in the nation is going to have this. So this is going to be brand new. So it's going to be awesome. All right. Let's see. NJ Braiding. Oh, hold on. I missed some. Hold on. What about Hutton Chase inquiries? Yes, Hutton Chase, Ox Publishing, My Jewelers, New Coast Direct, they all do hard inquiries. No way around it. Everybody, all three of those do hard inquiries. NJ Braiding Bar. Silverman Fox, welcome to the live stream. And everybody, hit the like button down below, please. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Silverman Fox, I got the Credit Strong 199 a month. Also, I got Self Builder. Silverman Fox, excellent. They're both installment loans. Now, when you have Self Builder, when you build up your account, because you know how most people don't know who are new here, Self Lender, part of that 199 goes into a savings account. When after 3 months, you'll have enough money in your savings account to open up that Self Lender credit card, and they add that also to your credit file to help improve your credit score. So a lot of people don't know that Self Lender, after you sign up for their program, that you can get a secured card using your savings account, which is awesome. So thank you for mentioning that, Silverman Fox. I'm glad you're going to be improving your credit score. Heartfelt Music, welcome to the live stream. Nice seeing you. Thank you for your excellent help and assistance and all that you do. I appreciate that comment, man. I found out I can post these up, so I got to show people. Thank you, man. I really appreciate your support, and I appreciate your comment. Thank you so much. Raquel S. Let's see. Silverman Fox, how long have you had Credit Strong? Has it helped? Oh, yeah. Okay, you guys. Yeah, talk about it. Let her know. Okay, Ninja Braiding Bar, hard loans, right. Hard loans. It's available all day. In fact, why don't I just say this, guys? Hit me up at eric@stopstrugglingnow.com. Hit me up, eric@stopstrugglingnow.com. The reason why, if you're looking to invest in real estate, mobile home parks, multifamily properties, you can send it over to me. We can possibly get it funded, but don't be confused. You can't fund something from ground zero. It has to already be making money, and there must be an upside to have investors invest. So in other words, there must be a reason for an investor to put in $1 million, $500,000, $2 million. So you can't come in there and go, hey, I got $1 million property and it only makes $60,000 a year. That's not going to cut it because they're going to want 12% on their money. You're going to owe $120,000 just to the hard money guys. That's all. That's what I'm going to tell you right now. All right. You can get it done, but if you're going to put something in, if you have $1 million property, it better be generating somewhere like 300, 250 at least, because 120 is going to the guys, the hard money guys, and they might even do interest only for a minute, but that's fine. But you're going to end up with a balloon payment later. So either way, you got to knock it out. Take your pick. But if you guys ever have any investment vehicles and you need funding, send me an email and then we'll go over it. And if we can find somebody to fund it, if you guys didn't see the hotel deal, that when I had Willie, my friend, on, and he got the hotel, the Super 8 Hotel in Biloxi, Mississippi, right across the street from the beach, he got 2 people to give him, I can't remember the numbers right now. All I remember is it cost $4.7 million. He got 2 people to give him 25% for the down payment, and it cash flows where he's paying both of them right now the money that he owes them every month, even in the pandemic. So that's how good of a deal he bought this for. All right. All right. Now, is it based on score or credit balance on file? D. Dixon, you're probably going to have to hit that up again for me, because these just come in order and I can't tell. Oh, okay. I get you. I had to go back up. D. Dixon, let's see here. Is it based on score or credit balance on file? D. Dixon, I don't understand exactly. You might have to rephrase it because it scrolled down so fast. But it's based, if you're talking about real estate wise, it's going to be based on your credit score. Now, credit balance on file, yes, that matters. If it's a revolving trade line, you need your credit balance as low as possible. That will help boost up your credit score. Heartfelt Music, thank you so much for your donation, man. I appreciate it. A super sticker for $20. Thank you so much for your donation. And thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. And everybody, please share the video if you like. Share my videos to help other people. There's a lot of people who are out of work right now. A lot of people who are stressing and they think there's no way out. There's always a way out. That's the funny thing. See the videos where I did the how to build a home on a lot that you don't even own. I talk about certain things where you might be able to find somebody in an area that says, hey, I'll just give you owner financing. I'll carry back and do owner financing so you can control the lot, and then you can get a construction loan for a 60% loan to value, loan to the new value once the house is built. And you might be able to do it all within the parameters and have to come out of pocket zero or a little bit of money. It's doable. All right. Larry Williams, AU, maybe AU trade lines. Just keep in mind, Larry Williams, the AU trade lines are only on your credit report for 3 to 4 months. You can go to stopstrugglingnow.com, and on the front page, you'll see AU trade lines. Click on that, and it'll take you to the page where we have available AU trade lines. So hopefully you can go see that. Raquel Else, thank you. Larry Williams, where is that? I have missed it because we're scrolling down so fast. Is there a hard inquiries for Hutton Chase? Yes, hard inquiries, Ox Publishing, Hutton Chase, My Jewelers, and New Coast Direct all do hard inquiries. Credit Strong, Self-Lender do not do any hard inquiries, no hard inquiries. And if you watched 2 videos ago, I show you how to get an overstock credit card with a soft inquiry. And then in the description of that same video, there's a description to the Victoria's Secrets soft inquiry credit card as well. All right. So that's how we do it. Hopefully I answered your question, Larry Williams. All right. American Express has a much higher trade line than 10K. They go unlimited. Timberwolf, welcome to the live stream. And everybody that's new here, please hit the like button. And if you'd like to be a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate that. All right. American Express has yes, they do. But if you're referring to American Express AU trade line, or if you're I think you're talking about a primary trade line for an individual, yes, they do. And they do go unlimited, quite frankly. American Express is different. But what we're talking about here is a person would have to qualify for American Express normally, in all cases, with their credit score. And then if you qualify for American Express, then you're good to go. And your businesses sometimes can qualify for American Express as well. So, yeah, they go higher than that. And so does everybody else. I mean, you can get Chase and Capital One and, in fact, Navy Federal Credit Union. You can get credit unions can go higher than 10,000 as well. But for our purposes, what we're trying to do is when somebody needs a little help with their credit, having a no hard inquiry $10,000 trade line, that's hard to get. There aren't any out there. So that's how, and it only costs $149 in this case, and it's a primary trade line. So it's a little bit different, but I understand what you're saying, Timberwolf. Thank you for your message there. MDA 0214, have you done any hard money lending? If so, what's your thoughts? Yeah, I have. I love it. It all depends. Remember, you're the CEO of any deal that you do. So if you're looking for hard money, then you have to look for hard money. Most guys are going to go, I want 12%, 14%. Somebody crazy might go, I want 18%, interest only, which is fine. But the fact of the matter is you need to find different people. And if MDA, if you have any deals that you want to send over to me, again, it's got to have revenue coming in and the numbers have to make sense. Because like I said, if we have $1 million property and you owe the hard money guys 12% a year on the money that they lend you, and they lend you 25%, which would be $250,000. So you're going to owe them like $36,000 a year roughly. So you're going to have enough money to cover your net operating expenses. And after that, you're going to need the $36,000 to pay them. So you better be doing like, $70, $80, $100,000. So we make sure that they get paid back, because you got to keep in mind, it's a relationship. Once you pay these guys back, you can always go back to the well and say, hey, man, remember I gave you that 12%, 14%, 15%. And they're like, hell yeah, I remember. Here, how much do you need this time? So keep in mind, that's what it's about. So hopefully that answers your question, MDA. And I would do hard money lending, but it's all based on, again, whatever property you buy, the asset that you get, you have to make sure you have the income to cover that. And even if a pandemic arises where your income is reduced, your revenue is reduced, you got to make sure it's covered. So really, you don't want to be in like 75%. You want to be into it 60% kind of. So that way, if anything drops from your 80 or 90% down to 70%, you got it covered. Drops to 60, you got it covered. You don't want to have to come out of pocket to pay your investors. And you don't want to default on your hard money lender investors either. All right, AJ, appreciate it, brother. I have 3 LLCs because I have multiple properties in different states. Can I basically open lines of credit for all, even if I'm the... Yes, you can. And you should be building business lines of credit for all as well. And you hit up on something that's very interesting, because now the question is, do you have a holding company for those LLCs? Because what you could do is all 3 LLCs, AJ, have money coming in. So I'll do it like this, and then I'll do it like this. This up here is my holding company. These are your 3 LLCs. The money that these companies make, you can pass up the profit to the holding company. This is for tax situations. All right? You don't have to take out any money, and you use your LLCs to buy whatever you want, whether it's cars, whether it's homes, whether it's whatever. And you live there, of course, you control it, but it's under an LLC. And since you didn't take any money out, you don't owe taxes. Just a little something for you. But anyhow, yes. And then this little holding company up here can also have business lines of credit. So you can actually have 4 LLCs when you implement the holding company to also be able to get business credit for each one. And one LLC could have 30,000 line of credit. 2 LLC could have 50. The third LLC could have 100 altogether. So in essence, you could almost finance anything you want yourself once you implement the business credit. And I have links down below how to start with net 30s for business credit, at least get up and operational. And there's a link down below for nav.com. That helps people with business credit, lines of credit. It's almost like Credit Karma, except it's for business. So once your file is there for your LLCs, each LLC has a separate EIN. So now you pay the $39.99 fee or the $49.99 fee with nav.com, and it can monitor your business credit accounts with TransUnion, Experian, Dun & Bradstreet, and it will tell you what you qualify for. Pretty simple. It's worth it. And by the way, that's an expense when you use nav.com, right? So it's pretty simple. So hopefully that helps you, AJ. You're sitting there beautiful, man. Great job. Great job. But you're saying they're all in different states, but that's fine. It doesn't matter, you know. But just make your holding company and make the 3 LLCs a subsidiary of the holding company. All right. So hopefully that helps you out a little bit. Silverman Fox, you signed up a week ago. Thank you. Hopefully you use my link. But if you didn't, you still made a great move with, helping yourself out. Oh, my goodness. I believe Marcus Smith. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the donation. Thank you. Marcus Smith, thank you for being here as well. Whom do you suggest for credit repair? Nobody. I know you don't like that answer, but here's what the situation is. Please go to the Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel. Put a search in for credit repair. I have 2 or 3 videos on how to repair your credit, and I'll tell you a few things right now. I have sample letters that I give you to help dispute information. So therefore, send me an email at eric@stopstrugglingnow.com. That's all you have to do. And then you freeze your LexisNexis, Innovis, and SageStream. You have to freeze those before you do any disputes. But again, go to the YouTube channel, the Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel, put in a search for credit repair, and I have 2 or 3 credit repair videos where I actually discuss and show you going to LexisNexis, Innovis, and SageStream, and we discuss about how you dispute things. And by the way, if anybody has had any problems with their credit over the last 6 months, call up your creditors and tell them you've had a COVID-19 situation and that you need deferrals. All right? A lot of companies will give you anywhere from 30 to 120 days deferrals. Even if you have missed a payment, that can overlap and take off that missed payment because they may say we'll give you a 120-day deferral or a 90-day deferral. So hopefully some of you understand what I'm saying. If you have missed payments because of sickness or pandemic or being laid off, and hopefully you're able to start making money, you call up your creditors and ask them if they can give you a deferral. Some may say yes, some may say no. But for everyone that says yes, that helps remove a missed payment. So hopefully everybody understands that. But thank you very much again, Marcus Smith, for your donation. I appreciate it. Thank you for your question. Hopefully I answered your question. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Good stuff. Thank you, Marcus Smith. I appreciate your comment, and thank you for being here. And everybody, please share my videos because this can actually help a lot of people because we go over a lot of stuff when we do these live streams, and a lot of people are, they're desperate. They're have their head down. They are moping. They don't think that they can do something when you can do whatever you want. Nobody can stop you in reality. The only person that can stop you is yourself. There's information out here that you can do things that you never dreamed of. So just keep that in mind. Silverman Fox, I'm glad to know Credit Strong give credit card. It's actually Credit Strong. It's self-lender, Silverman Fox. Credit Strong was talking about giving a credit card, a secured credit card like self-lender, but I don't know if they actually did it. They actually had it on their website, then they took it down. So I don't know what happened, but self-lender is the one that gives you a secured credit card based on your savings that you have in your account after 3 months. It takes 3 months to build up a little savings. Tim Tradeline, what's the best fintech bank account right now? Okay. I'll give you one for business. If you have an LLC and you need a business bank account, go with bluevine.com. They give you a routing number and, of course, an account number, and it's a business. That's a fintech for you, Tim Tradeline. If you're talking about personal, then it's Oxygen. And I might have a link down below for Oxygen, or you can search the channel, but Oxygen is for personal. They'll send you a card within 3 weeks, and it's a tap card as well. And they messed up on their business side, but they still have the personal side. So hopefully the business side will come up. A fintech bank account for business is Bluevine. And then, of course, they have new ones like Tomo. Tomo is on a wait list. So hopefully, and it's hard really to say, there's a bunch of fintechs out here. Credit.ai, for instance, is also request access. There's a few that's coming out that I like, but we're going to find out about it. There isn't any specific, but I love Blue Vine for business and Oxygen for personal because they don't do any credit or hard inquiries, credit checks, or anything like that. So hopefully that answers your question, Tim Tradeline. Naja, hold on. Naja, what? Okay, missed you. Mike Anvil, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for being here. Are My Jewelers Club and New Coast Direct doing hard inquiries? Yes, they are. Both of them, My Jewelers and New Coast Direct, do hard inquiries now. So there's no way around it. But Mike Anvil, check my 2 videos ago, how to get a credit card with the soft inquiry from Overstock. Go see that video. And then in that video description, that same one with how to get a hard inquiry, no hard inquiry credit card, that same video in the description, they'll have a link to the previous video, which it's the same kind of thing with Victoria's Secrets. So hopefully that can get you 2 credit cards without hard inquiries if you need help with your credit. So hopefully that can work out for you. All right. Let's see. Benjamin Henry, welcome. Thank you for being here. Loving the content and info. Keep it up. Yes, thank you so much, man. That's what we got going on here, the No Guru Zone. We're trying to help out everybody. So thank you so much for that comment. Mike Anvil, thank you. No problem. Thank you, D. Dixon. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for your support here. I appreciate that. Life Media Pro. Oh, hey, thank you for asking about this. Eric, do you know anything about Shop Simplio? Here, I'll put this up on the screen. Okay, that's in my opinion, I do have an opinion on Shop Simplio. It's a no-go zone for me because Shop Simplio mimics what was that design? DSX Design that was out a couple years ago. They are in Miami area and they're using the same platform. And I noticed I can't call them. I noticed they only use their chat. So therefore their address is a virtual address and they don't have a real office. So I would not do business with them. They talk a good game, but last time when they were DSX, which they won't say they were DSX, they took in some money and they posted to people's credit. And then 2 or 3 months later, it was taken off. So luckily it was 2 or 3 months later. So everybody that signed up used a credit card. So they were still within the 90-day window. So most people were able to get their money back. But I'm just letting you know, I wouldn't mess with Shop Simply. I don't recommend them. All right. Denham Cooks. So what about Dun & Bradstreet? Yes, Dun & Bradstreet. If you have an LLC, you have an EIN number, you go to D&B, D as in David, N as in Nancy, B as in boy.com, DunandBradstreet.com. You sign up for free. Dun & Bradstreet will call you up saying, hey, pay us $1,500. That's the only way this works. No, don't pay them anything. Once you sign up with Dun & Bradstreet, you have a D&B number. Whenever you do business with any, if you're trying to get net 30s, if you're trying to get lines of credit, you always give them your Dun & Bradstreet number. All right? So hopefully that answered your question. But yes, if you have an LLC, you sign up with Dun & Bradstreet right away. All right. I would love to connect via email or phone, bro. You're a wealth of knowledge. AJ, do you ever draw from the holding company? Yes, you do draw. Can I use another term to withdraw? Maybe dividend. AJ, exactly. You have an LLC, so you're probably just going to call it, instead of dividends, it'll be a distribution or a draw. But either way, if you have a corporation, it's normally called dividends. If you use an LLC, it's normally called a draw. But either way, that is the deal. Yes, that's what you do. You pay, if anybody wants to know, whenever you have an LLC or holding company, you pay yourself a small salary because the IRS needs to see some sort of salary. Nobody works for free. So you're going to have to pay yourself a W-2. But hey, the W-2 could be $500 a month. So what? But you got to show that you're paying yourself something reasonable. So then everything else is a draw, or a dividend is what I like to use. I actually say dividends when I send out mine. But yeah, that's what you do, AJ. You got it, my man. You're already above everybody else. This is how the 1%ers, the top 10%ers do it. So this is why I'll give you guys an example. The president of the United States, Trump, the reason why he doesn't want anybody to see his tax returns is because he's one of the 1%ers. He's been getting away with murder his whole life. Trust fund baby, right? He doesn't want you to see that the guy probably has like 75 to 100 LLCs. And so it's a pass through, and he's just got LLC on top of LLC on top of LLC and different companies all over the place. And so this is what the wealthy people do. They have multiple LLCs or corporations, and they're just passing money through, and then they have their companies or corporations or LLCs buy assets. And so they still live in those assets or use those assets, but now they don't pay any taxes. And that's why he stood up there and said, I don't pay taxes. And there's a reason. So that's how you got to think about it. All right. Raquel Else, can you give more details on the AU trade lines on your website? How soon do they hit the credit reports? Raquel S., yes, you go to stopstrugglingnow.com/AU-trade lines, and you hit the top of the column. So when you go, you'll see report date at the top of the column, and that'll tell you how soon it reports. So it just goes by on the website. You'll be able to see it, and it'll tell you the report date. And then you have to notice there's a purchase buy date. So I'll give you a perfect example. The purchase buy date may be the 21st of the month. So you'd have to buy by the 21st, and usually it posts 10 to 14 days later. So September 21st purchase buy date means it would probably post October 1st through around October 7th, just to give you an idea. But you could see those dates on the AU trade lines by clicking the top of the column to see which one is the soonest. All right. Hopefully that helps you. All right. Well, I did good. I am with Self Lenders. Silverman Fox. Yes, you did good. So after your 3 payments, you'll be able to, on Self Lender, after you do your 3 payments, Silverman Fox, then you can go check out their secured card, and then they'll give you a Self Lender credit card, and they'll add that trade line onto your credit file, and that'll help build your score up even more. Joshua Felder, what's up, man? Welcome to the live stream. I'm glad to see you here. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. All right, everybody who's new here, please hit the like button. And if you like what we're talking about here, please hit the subscribe button, because this is what we try to do. We try to create streams of income. We try to talk about investing. We talk about real estate. We talk about stocks. We can even talk about cryptocurrency, precious metals. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, precious metals is a thing. It's going to come up because the stock market should start going down sometime. Who knows when that'll be? People will start putting their money into precious metals sooner or later. So getting some now and then is fine. All right. Joshua Felder, I'm really amazed how many people keep buying stuff online. I truly love marketing. That's right. Don't we all, Joshua Felder? The more people that came back from working and were laid off and were getting their $600 a month or unemployment checks and things like that, it seems like Amazon, Facebooks of the world, the YouTubes of the world just has more people on their platforms, the TikToks, the Instagrams. And if you are selling things on the internet, it just seems that there's so many more people that are buying. And now it seems like a thing, because now with 30, 40 million people out of work, and they're searching online to order food, they're searching online to order little items to be delivered the next day or same day in some cases, you're sitting there going, man, this is the place to be. And ladies and gentlemen, again, I implore you to monetize yourself. That's what we call it here at Stop Struggling Now. Monetize yourself, meaning get your streams of income, get your real estate on the internet. Sign up with Instagram, Facebook, get a Facebook page in your business name, Instagram page, business name, Pinterest, business name, TikTok, business name, Snapchat, business name, LinkedIn, get your profile down, and then you can promote something on these platforms. And remember, you make money while you sleep, while you're on vacation, while you're just hanging out with your friends and family. All right. So monetize yourself. All right. Life Media. Thank you, man. Thank you for your question. Thank you for being here. No problem. Leonard F. Reed. Welcome to the live stream. Z Black Card is called the metal card now. Are you going to try them again? Okay. How can I put this, Leonard F? Am I going to try Z Black Card again? That's an emphatic hell no. All right. Let's put it plain and simple. The metal card. I've checked it out just in case Mr. Mason came through. We already know there's no trade line. He already said that sometime in May. So that trade line situation's gone. The metal card is basically no more than what Lion does or any other company. You send in your plastic card and then they convert it to a metal card. No big deal. I don't see any reason to sign up with them and pay them extra money when you can actually get this done by several different companies on the internet. They might be the cheapest, but again, it's a metal card, and I don't even know if they have the chip in the card, which is going to be a thing shortly. And they don't have a tap card either. Metal cards don't allow you to use NFC. So that's the downfall with the metal cards. And really, what's the big deal with the metal card? If there was something else going on, then it would be kind of cool. Like the Tradeline thing, that would have been cool. But as far as metal card goes, Z Black Card involvement, no, I won't be joining any bandwagon for that. All right. Red Kale S, thank you. I love this. You are the bomb. I'll show everybody. Thank you so much, Red Kale S. Thank you. All right. Once you exhaust your credit line, do you pay down first to purchase more properties, or do you request a higher limit? For example, if I get a 100K business line of credit and use the whole amount, oh yeah, no, you're not going to be able to. No, you're asking me. You can, okay, I'll do it a different way. Line of credit, potentially. If you had 100K and you paid down 50K, that would mean you would still have 50K line of credit available. Yes, that is doable. You'd be able to borrow again against it. But AJ, here's what you really want to do. You want to build up your business credit and your personal credit, because what you really want to do is you want to be able to have 0% interest transfers for 18 months, for 12 months, when you can actually write a check out of the credit account and pay 1% per month of the amount that you're using. So if you're going to use $20,000, you only use 1% of that to pay them back, because you're going to have to pay something monthly. But but not until 12 months do you really start paying your full payment. But 0% for 12 months, you could be using your revenue money and paying that back, and a free loan to yourself. But yeah, along the lines that you're talking about, if it's a line of credit, yes, because it's a line of credit, just like a home equity line of credit. All right, same kind of thing. All right. So hopefully you understand what I'm talking about. All right. So if anybody has any further questions, you can put it in here and let me know, AJ, if that's what you were talking about. All right. And by the way, you can always go to Stop Struggling Now and get some Stop Struggling Now gear. This isn't the only t-shirt we have. All right. We have hoodies too, and they have different motivational sayings on them. And you go to the StopStrugglingNow.com website. All right. Make it simple. Everything's there. All right. Now, what have I missed this evening? Oh, I started talking about precious metals, silver, gold, platinum, palladium. Okay, if you don't want to buy the physical stuff, then you can always go get the ETFs. And some ETFs, in case you want to look at it, some of the ETFs actually pay 1%. When you buy gold coins, gold bars, silver coins, silver bars, anything like that, once you buy them, you don't earn anything. They can go up in value, but then you have to sell them to get your money out. If you have Robinhood, oh, how could I forget Robinhood? If you're in the stocks, if you're not into stocks, go down below, use the link to Robinhood to get your free share of stock. All right? Sign up. That's it. Link, verify your email address, link a bank account. You don't have to deposit. They'll give you a free share of stock. Webull is also down below. They'll give you a free share of stock, but you have to deposit $100 or more. All right? But back to the gold, silver, precious metals, you can buy in the stock market an ETF. Here goes some. D as in David, R, D as in David, AUY, F as in Frank, S as in Sam, M as in Mary, FSM, BTG, B as in boy, T as in Tom, G as in George, Those are some that you can put in the stock market, and the stock market you can sell right away and you can withdraw. It could be back in your bank account in 2 days. So there's your two options. But I would suggest you invest in some gold, silver, cryptocurrency. Oh, how could I forget? Coinbase. Get yourself $10. Hold on. I might have to go get this for you because I don't have the link. But I'll put it in now. Go get your free $10 worth of Bitcoin using my link. And what I'm going to do is I'll put the link in the chat as soon as I'm able to pull it up, because because I don't have it down below. But hold on, let me go get it, and I'll see if I can get a link for you, and see one of our previous stock. Let me see if I can do this while we're live. It wasn't planned, but we'll make it happen. Let's see here if I can find the link. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to have to go to the back office, I see. Let's go back in here. But anyhow, if you guys hold on, I'll get you if you got to get some cryptocurrency. You get Bitcoin, Ether. There's a few other options you can get there. So we'll talk about it in a second, but I really want to pull it up because everybody, you can download Coinbase and they'll give you $10 worth of Bitcoin. So again, it's free. Get your stock, get your free stock from Robinhood, get your free stock from Webull, get your free $50 from crypto.com, except the only problem with that is you have to spend $150 to get the free $50. So hold on here. Let me see. I got it under the how you can receive free money video. That was 3 videos ago. So I'm going to get this link for you guys. If you haven't downloaded Coinbase or signed up with Coinbase yet, see if we can get this. Give me a second here, because normally I don't try to do this on the fly. All right, here we go. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's in chat. Larry Williams, thank you for doing the Webull. I appreciate it. I am waiting for the validations. Way to go, Larry Williams. Exactly. And once you try to get the Robinhood, you have to go into Robinhood to claim it. All right. So it could be sitting there. When you go into Robinhood, you'll see the free stock, and then you have to claim it sometimes. They just don't give it to you for free. But it takes 7 to 10 days once you sign up. All right. Let's see here. How do you feel about the housing industry going down there? Joshua Felder. Housing industry going down? Oh, it's not going down though. I mean, it's going to go down, but the stock market, the housing, somehow they've risen, and they're building like hotcakes everywhere. Because why? The 1%ers, top 10%ers can get 0% loans from the Fed, or 1% loans. So they're building everything right now as fast as they can. Sooner or later, with 30 to 40 million people out of work, you would think home prices would start dropping drastically. I'm sure they are in some areas, but it seems like if you're in Austin, Texas, they're not dropping. If you're in Sacramento, they're not dropping. So if you're in fact, Atlanta, Georgia, I was in Decatur, and there's townhomes for $400,000. Condos for $400,000, where across the street there's homes that you can buy for $200,000, $250,000. Crazy stuff going on, and they're all sold. I don't know what's going on, man. But the housing industry, you would think, would go down sooner or later, and quite frankly, I'm waiting. I'm looking and waiting and trying to see what's going to happen. As a CEO of Stop Struggling Now, an entrepreneur, I'm looking here waiting for the opportunity to pounce. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of opportunities unless this COVID situation gets corrected in the next 2 to 3 months. So I'm waiting patiently, Joshua Felder, for the housing market to ultimately crash. That's exactly what that's exactly what I was talking about. I would love to have a $500K line of credit to purchase multi-day. AJ, You're not going to get a 500K line of credit. I just got to be real with you. This is how we do it. It's real in the field out here. You're not going to be able to unless you already have built up business credit, unless you already have revenue coming in. You won't even need, if you already have rental properties, you actually have assets already. So you can actually get lines of credit based on your assets. You can also get lines of credit based on your revenue. So you can always hit me up at eric@stopstrugglingnow.com and we can talk about it further, but you already qualify if you already have revenue coming in for the last year or 2 years. And those properties are assets. So you'll be able to borrow against those assets. And if that doesn't happen, we can always talk about other things too, because you can get some guys to fund some projects that you may be trying to do as well. You might have to do some sort of collateral, but hey, it is what it is. If you have revenue from these assets that you're purchasing, then you're not going to care about giving up collateral or using your credit scores or what you got to do, right? So hopefully that answers your question. When is a great time to buy unit property for profit? Anytime. Joshua Felder. I tell everybody all the time, there's always deals in real estate. It's just not, it may not just be in the area that you're in. Like if you search, like I always say, I always like Ohio, Indiana, Tennessee, places like this. It just seems like in Texas, it seems like in certain areas, multifamily properties are less. If you're willing to go outside to a different state, you can always find property. Like if I'm in Miami, if I'm in San Francisco, if I'm in LA, trying to find a revenue generating property where I can get 12% on my money is probably going to be like non-existent. But if I want to only get 4% on my money, then I can probably find those, but I wouldn't want to buy those. But I'm just saying. So you can buy units right now. They're available. You just have to look, or you got to have a commercial broker look for you. And then you got to expand your horizons. Don't just stick in one area. There's plenty of spaces in America. All right. I got some messages going on my phone. So let me check something real quick. People are hitting me up. Oh, by the way, a friend of mine who we had on named Jay King. He's the CEO of the California Black Chamber of Commerce. He has a show on tomorrow night, every Friday. It's called Jay King Live, Straight No Chaser. And he does it every Monday, but it's late. It's 8 p.m. Eastern time. No, sorry. 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern time. But you can see his previous. He's only going to do 10 of these episodes. He's already done 8. So he has 2 episodes left. But it's Jay King Live, Straight No Chaser. Go over there. He's talking about, in this case, black economics, because he is the CEO and president of the California Black Chamber of Commerce. And he's talking about economics. He's getting people that have written books, famous people you may see on TV. And he has them, and they have a sit down for an hour, and they discuss it every Monday at 11 p.m. Jay King Live, Straight No Chaser. And again, you have to go look back and check these, do a search on the Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel, put in Jay King, and you'll see the little minutes we did. We had an error with the video, so we couldn't do our real interview. And so now the guy's done added up, he's added up another, he just never stops. He's always grinding. Being the the president of the Black Chamber of Commerce, that's not enough. He's got to go out here and start doing a TV show every Monday. That's not enough. Then he's helping out the KSFM channel for 3 or 4 hours a day, Monday through Thursday. That's not enough. I mean, the guy just keeps going, putting in work, and he doesn't have to. He's along with this No Guru Zone. So go check him out tomorrow night. I'd appreciate it, everybody. And by the way, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. And if you like what we're talking about, this is what we talk about all the time. I put out new videos all the time about subject matter that we're talking about tonight, and every now and then a different twist. So please hit the subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. All right. I did Weeble. Larry Williams, thank you so much. And again, I saw your validations. Thank you so much. All right. I'm waiting. Everyone, let's up his chat box, even if it's $1.99. Denim Cooks, thank you so much. And I appreciate your donation from earlier today when we first started. We're in this to an hour and 31 minutes. Joshua Felder, the only thing I know is you can profit when someone loses the home. Oh, Joshua Felder, no, my man. Hit me up with an email at eric@stopstrugglingnow.com. Nah, man, you can always profit. No, it's just not when someone loses their home. You can take advantage all the time. What the thing is, change your mindset. Change your mindset. If you knew that you could find property, as long as it's generating a revenue, it makes sense from an investor standpoint. If you knew you had an investor that could invest, would you not look for the property? Well, let me just put it this way. We have investors that would invest. The numbers have to make sense. It can't be built from ground zero. It has to be something like you'll go, okay, Eric, I found a 20-unit apartment complex, and it cost $1 million. I used this example before, but I'll use $500,000 this time. It cost $500,000 for a 20-unit apartment, and you have to put down 20%, or 25. You might need $100,000. You might say, I don't have $100,000. The hard money guy might say, okay, I'll give you $100,000. You owe me $14,000, interest only for a year. At the end of the year, you're going to owe me the $100,000. All right. So you're going to owe him $1,000, $1,200 a month. So now, as long as your property, that 20-unit apartment complex, you want to buy right. So in other words, you might have, you would hope there's 5 vacancies, let's say. So now you already make enough money with the 5 vacancies to pay them, pay all your expenses, and hopefully put some money in your pocket, of course. But yet now you have an upside. Maybe there's a little rehab. Maybe there's a little, you can add 2 or 3 more rentals. And instead of having 5 units vacant, you only have 3 units vacant. Now you have extra money. You can find an investor for that. So let me know. It's not that hard. All right. You just have to think outside your comfort zone. Learn and don't feel bad about it, because everybody thinks they can't buy anything. But then when you think about it, there's different ways that you can buy real estate. Joshua Felder, helping people getting overages back. Right. That's it exactly. Curtis Davis in the house. Good evening, man. Welcome. Glad you can make it. Thank you for being here. And thank you for your support, for being a channel member and joining the channel. Thank you so much, Curtis Davis. I appreciate your support all the time. Eric, talking about business credit. Yes, you know the deal. Ladies and gentlemen, Curtis Davis has entered the chat. Actually, he has used business credit for some of his businesses to get funding. So he's already out there. Olivia Jones, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support, your continued support. All right. Silverman Fox, you're right. Fix your personal credit and business credit so when the housing market semi-crash, you will be ready. Exactly. And quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen, some of the housing market has already crashed. There's people that are 70, 80 years old who has property and they don't want the headache. Because what happened, what's been happening, people didn't have to pay their rent. There's been moratoriums on evictions. So not only do people not have to pay their rent for 3 or 4 months, they also couldn't evict the people. And then they find out after they get access to the property, damage is in their property. These people are like, let me out of here. There's plenty of real estate available. Don't get caught up into this. There's only a certain amount of land available. They're not building any more land. There's only a certain amount of No, there's always property available, ladies and gentlemen. You just have to be looking. All right. You don't have to wait. There's plenty of deals going on right now. That's right. Joshua Felder, she is right. I don't know if it's a she, but Silverman Fox is right. Larry Williams, it is saying I need to put an account to the Coinbase. Is that right? Yes. You're going to have to link a bank account. That's exactly right. And you're going to have to verify your email address. Eleanor Harvey, you're welcome. Olivia Jones, glad to see you. You're welcome. Joshua Felder, I know nothing about the housing industry, man. That's my weak side. Once I find a strategy, I'll go after it. Joshua Felder, think of real estate as the wild, wild west. There is no one strategy. There's like whatever strategy you make with the person that owns the property, because you would be shocked at what you can do. I have done deals where a person says, I want $20,000 for land. I'm just like, I don't want to give you 20 grand for the land. How about I give you $500 down and I pay you $150 a month for 5 years? Guy says, I can live with that. I bought property from auctions that I've made a video about, where the lots were 5 grand, 4 grand, 3 grand. And the auction said you had to put down 20% or $1,000 minimum. But because I bought property from them and had a relationship with them, these guys were like, Eric, you can have any property you bid on, you only have to put $500 down. And then we'll bill you $150 a month. So right then and there, I was in there buying 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 properties. And not only that, the properties went into escrow. So the $500 I didn't even have to pay for 3 weeks. In the meantime, I put them on eBay. I sold them in 7 days. I had the money in 7 days. So that's why they started giving me, I guess, what you would call credit. I didn't even have to put any money down, and I was at the auction buying stuff because I was turning stuff over in 10 days. I was sending them a full amount. Plus I had a profit. So there's all different kind of ways you can do things, Joshua Felder. So there is no strategy. The only strategy is go find property that's generating money that somebody's selling that makes sense. That's all you have to do. The rest will take care of itself. You can hit me up at eric@stopstrugglingnow.com, as you know, and we can discuss it. But again, I'll tell everybody, you can always anybody can hit me up. If you find property, that property has to make sense. It has to have revenue coming in. And if an investor gives you money, it's going to be hard money, because nobody wants to give you money and only accept 3%, 4%. Otherwise, they'll just leave it in the stock market. Okay? They'll leave it in an index fund if they're only going to take 3%. No, they want 14%, 15, 16%, 12% to make it worth their while. So therefore, the property has to make money. It has to already have money coming in, a revenue coming in that you can pay them, and it's clear. So it's pretty simple. So we can make it happen, Joshua Felder. Don't let something stop you. Sometimes money is an amount, or an amount in 8-year terms. Exactly. That's exactly right. Sometimes money is terms. It's not really money as you think. Somebody might say, hey, I want this house. I'm selling it for $100,000. A lot of people would be looking, it eliminates people thinking, oh man, let me go get a loan for $100,000. The bank says I need 20% down. Another guy comes in and goes, hey man, this is a 5-bedroom house for $1,000. I have a different plan. I'll split the house into a duplex. Now he has a reason for that house to be worth more. He may be able to get somebody to give him $25,000, $30,000. Because now he can sell and put in a package that, hey, man, we have 2 renters, and those 2 renters are going to give us $26,000. We can make it happen. All right. Raquel S., CEO Baller Alert. I like that. We have T-shirt, ladies and gentlemen, CEO of My Life, that you can get at StopStrugglingNow.com, by the way. Thank you. All right, AJ, sir, I would love to give you a tip. I rent all my houses to homeless individuals' families. Use $750 per bed. We put 3 people. Oh, my God. My man, AJ, just became my man. That's how you do it. Joshua Felder, do you see what AJ put right here? Here's another. Here we go. Here you go. Here's creativity for you. Look at what he did. Everybody who will find this and may not be watching the video. Sir, I would love to give you a tip. I rent all my houses to homeless individuals' families, usually $750 per bed. We put 3 people per room, depending on size. Average 10 individuals per house. AJ, you're doing the damn thing. Yes, that is a beautiful plan. A friend of mine used to do something similar to that, except he would get people that were in disabled or handicapped, and he would do the same thing. He would have 2 people, usually like two people in a room. And in fact, he got the state involved, and it was similar numbers to what you had. And they would be giving him like $800, $1,000 per person. And it was crazy. And he would generally have like 4 or 5 bedroom houses, and then put up a ramp for the people that have wheelchairs. And they were sending them ungodly amounts of money. So yeah, that's a great tip. And again, Joshua Felder, and for everybody else, this is a real estate deal that AJ has done, and the revenue that he's generating from this property, he's increased the value of the property by doing this, and he also can sell the property at a higher value that he bought it at, because now if he has 3 people in a room paying $750 each, that's $2,300 for just that room. And if he has 4 rooms, he could be doing $10,000 a month easily. Now that whatever the house is, even if the house is if he bought it for $250, that house is literally almost worth $1 million to an investor. So great job, AJ. Great job. I'm glad you were here tonight to give people an idea, because there's all different kind of strategies that you can do with real estate, and AJ has tapped one of the more lucrative ones. Great job, man. Nonprofit organization pays me. Exactly. That's exactly right. In California, it was the state of California that was paying my friend the same type of money that you're talking about that you receive. So thank you for being here and putting that in. Arbitraging without even paying money for land. Good stuff. Thank you, Joshua Felder. Hey, man, like I said, if you can think it, you can do it. And even if you can't think about it, just hit me up. Hey, or here's AJ now. Hopefully he'll be around. He can help out people with some of his ideas. So everybody has different ideas that can help out. Thank you, Olivia Jones. We have, like I always say on the live streams, you never know what you're going to miss, because there's so many knowledgeable people that are out here that are willing to put in their knowledge like AJ just did, and give people ideas on what they can do. Because right now there may be somebody sitting around here that has a 4-bedroom house that's empty, and then thinking, wait a minute, didn't I just see this guy AJ say he was getting money from a nonprofit and they were putting people in a room and getting $700 per bed? Yeah, you can do that, ladies and gentlemen. Just open up your mind and have an imagination. And anybody new here, please hit the like button down below. And if you like what we're doing here, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you. All right. Right. Yeah, exactly. I'm proud of him too, Olivia Jones. It's awesome. AJ doing the Mexico strategy. Joshua Felder. That's funny, man. I like that. That's exactly right. Sober living on Craigslist. Rooms in California. Exactly. One more question. How much Bitcoin do I need to buy? Oh, Bitcoin. No, you can buy just by dollar value. So when you sign up using my link, they give you $10 worth of Bitcoin. And actually, ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, you buy by the dollar. So even though Bitcoin is roughly about $10,000 a coin, I can buy $5 worth of Bitcoin. I can buy $10 worth of Bitcoin. I can buy $500 worth of Bitcoin. All right. So there's no amount. So if I want Ethereum, which is around $375 a coin, I can spend $30 and buy Ethereum if I want to. You don't have to buy the full coin value when it comes to cryptocurrency. That's the beauty of cryptocurrency. And this is why stocks turned into fractional shares, where you can buy on Robinhood. If Apple is $107, you can buy $10 worth of Apple, which is called fractional shares. So they started doing what you could do with crypto, because now you're going to get more people buying stocks, because you can buy fractional shares, as they call it. In Robinhood, you can buy fractional shares, ladies and gentlemen. Get your free share of stock from Robinhood with the link down below. Hopefully that answers your question, Larry Williams. Raquel S. HUD, VOSH voucher program. Veterans get housing vouchers to pay for rooms. Exactly, Raquel S. There's all different kind of ways. If you have property, you just have to figure out how to monetize it before you buy it. You have to, when you buy property, you make money when you buy it. You don't make money after. You don't buy property and then go, ooh, what do I do with it? You already have a plan, because you need to start making revenue as soon as you have access, or as soon as you have title to the property. So that's what you do. Great point, Raquel S. Curtis Davis, did you talk about factoring or contracts as lendable? Curtis Davis, no, I have not. That's leverage, my man. Arbitrage, as Joshua Felder says. But yes, I have not talked about that because most people don't understand derivatives, but I'll go over it right here, right now. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that I use the gym example in this case. And everybody, a lot of people have gym memberships. And the gym says, just pay us $30 a month. And over the course of the year, you signed a contract that says over the course of a year, it's $360 a year plus interest because you're financing it. So now the gym has a contract for $360. The gym can now, that $360 contract, they can sell to some other entity. And this is why if you are a gym member, you normally don't pay the gym. They usually have a finance company, and it's not the company by the gym name. And they bought the paper, which is what I call a derivative, which is a contract lending. Now, they give for $360, they may give the gym $150 today. And then the finance company collects the $30 a month. But you do that 100 times, 200 times, 300 times, you get all your money up front. And this is why gyms go out of business, because when there's a downturn and people don't pay their or sign up, they've already gotten paid for their contracts, and now they have to keep signing up new people. Okay, that's one way. Curtis Davis is talking about contracts such as, I'll use a perfect example. It's along the lines of Curtis Davis. A lot of you are self-employed. Let's say you have a lawn care service. Let's say you have window washing service. Let's say you have an office cleaning service. What do you have? You go to the commercial buildings and you have a contract. No matter who you are, whether you do lawn care, whether you do office cleaning, whether you do window washing, you have a contract that says they're going to pay you $100,000 per year. You can get a loan against that contract, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? That's what Curtis Davis is talking about. All right? Be a top 10 percenter. You can turn your contract into money as a derivative. You can say, hey, I need $20,000. Can I get $20,000 for and I'll use my $100,000 collateral for my contract. That's how you can get some money too, ladies and gentlemen. You don't need credit in this case. You're showing that you have a contract, which is an asset. And let's just say you have 3 of these assets, $300,000 for 3 different contracts. Yes, you would be able to get $50,000 to $100,000 just because you have these contracts as collateral. All right, Curtis Davis, thank you for mentioning that. Thank you so much for talking about it. I appreciate it. It is asking me to get Bitcoin. Oh, Larry Williams, no, you don't have to get Bitcoin. You don't have to buy anything. No, you mean after you sent over you linked your bank account. Right, it looks that way, but no, you don't have to buy any Bitcoin. No, you don't have to buy any Bitcoin. You linked your bank account, verified your email address, verified your, because they do a 2FA check so people can't steal your account. You verified your mobile phone, so therefore you're good to go. You don't have to buy any Bitcoin. All right, in about 7 to 10 days, they'll put $10 worth of Bitcoin in your account. That's all there is to it. All right, so you don't have to buy any Bitcoin. And anybody else. Okay, let's see. If you have any questions about anything, ladies and gentlemen, we can talk about anything here. So you can put it in the chat and we'll go for it. All right. At Rachel, yes, heard of the vet program. Exactly. Get rid with your property. Yes, that's right, Raquel S. Right. Thank you for your input too. Thank you so much for mentioning that veterans program. There's so many different ways that you can do your real estate once you have control of property. A lot of people don't understand, because if you don't have the knowledge, then you're kind of caught in no man's land. But once you understand there's several different ways that you can monetize real estate, then it's no big deal. Now it's just a matter of where can you find it, and then what it takes to implement your plan. Because there's a Section 8 that people have heard about, that you can have Section 8 tenants in your property as well, where the government sends you a check every month like clockwork. So that's another program. So there's always different ways that you can do it. All right. You're welcome, Larry Williams. Hopefully that helps out. Stock market, Tesla, EV, Blink. Haha. You know I'm bullish on Tesla. Bullish means bull run up, ladies and gentlemen. Tesla. Oh, they got the million-mile battery hoopla coming up tomorrow. I don't know what they mean by the million-mile, because if a person drives a car a million miles, I don't even know how it would happen. But if the battery lasts that long, that's a great thing. But I don't understand. I'm hoping the battery would go like 800 miles or 700 miles or 600 miles, because that would be awesome. If a one charge went 600 miles, that would change the game. But anyhow, I'm bullish on EV. Curtis Davis mentioned it. The Teslas, I'm bullish. The NIO, I'm bullish. Any charging station situation like Blink, BLNK, I'm bullish. Tesla just announced some special deal, and I know they're going to announce something tomorrow that they're going to probably add some more charging stations, and Blink may be involved in that. So that means Blink, being a supplier, they should go up, and other EVs are using Blink as well. And Plug, which I mentioned, uses hydrogen and other different type of fuel cells that some EV companies may use. So you got to keep your eye on these type of stocks, especially when we're talking about, I mentioned this the other day, 5G, AI stocks, healthcare stocks, the future. That's where you want to be, right? You want to be in the future. The Apples, the Amazons, Teslas, the Microsofts, all these guys, the Instagrams, the Facebooks, these guys still have an upside. The world, there's still 3 to 4 billion people that do not have access to the internet. Unbelievable. So all of these companies have an upside still. All right. Mike Anvil, is there any way to purchase a property with little to no income? Yes, there is. There's 2 things you can do. One is, if your credit score is 640 or above, I mentioned this before, you can get an FHA loan. And if you do this, then you should be looking for at least a 3-plex or a 4-plex. You only have to put 3% down. Your credit score only has to be 640 or higher. That's one little to do with little money down. No money down is almost impossible. I'll just tell you straight out. I've done scenarios where it is possible, but that means you have to control a lot. The lot has to be worth a certain value, and then I build a home on it, and I use the construction loan money to pay down on my lot, and I get a owner finance lot, and with a balloon payment. So that's like little to no money down as well. There's different ways you can do it. So first, you got to find the property that may fit the bill that you need. But as far as no money, no income, that's going to be hard to do, quite frankly. The no income, because you might need $1,000, $500, whatever, to make the deal happen. But you know, there's always different ways you can do it. Again, there's what you call stressed owners who are looking to get out, and you never know what can happen as long as you're looking. I've been involved in some deals over my lifetime that you would never think would happen, where people are like, I just want out. I'll give you, here's the keys. Just pay me $250,000 in about 5 years. I'm just tired of dealing with this property. You just never know. You just have to always be looking for property, and then certain things just fall in your lap as long as you're looking. Curtis Davis, yeah. 1 million mile battery, exactly. Oh, man. The cloud stock, Snow, Twilio. Yes, I forgot about clouds. Right. I'm not a fan of Snow, though, Curtis Davis, but it is what it is. It'll probably rise up, but I'm going with Twilio like you. I like that company. a lot with cloud storage. And by the way, Apple has cloud storage. Amazon has cloud storage. Oracle has cloud storage. Microsoft is trying to get their cloud storage going. Google has cloud storage. And by the way, Dropbox, $19 a share, $18 a share, by the way. I like that. They're on the low side. All right. Thank you for that input, Curtis Davis. The cloud stocks, exactly. Jason Gross, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for being here. And everybody, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button down below. Should I get a virtual office address and number before I get an EIN? No. You're going to need an EIN. You can get an EIN and just use your regular address. The EIN number won't matter that much. You can always change it with the IRS if you need to, but you're going to need your EIN number because like a virtual office, Opus virtual office usually asks you for your EIN number, and they're going to ask you for your LLC paperwork as well. Most of the time, they ask you for documents that you may not have. And by the way, if anybody wants a bank account, go to bluevine.com. All right. They're like a fintech kind of company, and they give almost everybody a business banking account. I don't even believe they turn down anybody. But yeah, that's what you do, Jason Gross. Get your EIN number before, because you're going to need to input that in for the virtual office. And the Opus virtual office link is down below, ladies and gentlemen, in the description, already there. And if anybody wants to get extra streams of income, there's ways you can do this. Keep in mind, when you download Robinhood, when you download Webull, in that app, they have links that you can share with other people. When other people sign up for their free shares of stock, you get a free share of stock. So that's affiliate marketing. All right? Oxygen Bank. When another person signs up, but this is a little bit different case, a person has a deposit $200 a month. Whenever they do that, they send you a check. So Opus Virtual Office in the description down below. If you want to help people get virtual offices, you can become an affiliate for Opus Virtual Office. There's a link down below in the description. And you can get a check. They pay you $50 for every person that signs up using your link. One-time payment. All right? They pay you once a month. Simple. So there's a link down below for that. So hopefully that helps you if you got to start your streams of income. And again, I'll mention this a second time in this stream. You want to get your real estate, ladies and gentlemen, your Instagram, your Facebooks, your Snapchats, your TikToks. What am I missing? LinkedIn. You want to get all of these and be on those platforms, and you want to start talking about what you're selling or what you're doing, and you want to post links every now and then. And that's how you do it with this new internet age. You can make money. You need streams of income. Remember, millionaires have 7 streams of income on average. Just keep that in mind. Be a top 10 percenter. Oh, by the way, I forgot something tonight. I wanted to show you guys something, because top 10% of the wealthiest own how much? I'm going to show you this right here, because you're going to be shocked by this. I got to show you something. This is why you have to get on your, you have to get on it, ladies and gentlemen. All right? You have to get your streams of income, because the wealthiest, the top 10 percenters, you got to be a top 10 percenter. They're leaving everyone behind. You can see this on the screen here. 10% of the richest people in the United States own 70% of the country's wealth as of June 29th. Okay? This number has went up. The top 10% of the wealthiest people in the world own 50% of the wealth in the world. It's a little under, it's like 45%, 46% of the wealth of the world. All right? Now, that's the top 10 percenters. You can see that one here. Now, Let me show you something else. Let me show you something else. The top 1%. The top 1% in the United States in 2017 owned 38.5% of the country's wealth. The top 1% owns 40% roughly of the country's wealth, and that actually has went up. It's over 40% in the United States. So this gives you an idea of why you want to be a top 10%er. And by the way, in my last video, I discussed the situation where the top 1% over the last several decades has transferred wealth. 90%, the lower 90% of the population has transferred $50 trillion to the wealthiest in the United States over the last 5 decades. This is why you want to be a 10%er. This is why you need extra streams of income. You don't need extra cars. You don't need extra jewelry. You don't need extra clothes. You need to invest in yourself via stock market, via real estate, via now cryptocurrencies. You have to think of getting businesses going. You need 6 or 7 streams, 6 or 7 businesses going, and you will be a top 10%er. I implore everybody, you got to monetize yourself. All right, Olivia Jones, hopefully you got that. You're welcome, Jason Gross. All right, Olivia Jones, right, business account, bluevine.com. AJ, should each virtual address be in a specific state, or can I use one for multiple? Okay, no, this is hard to say. If your LLC is in a state, then your virtual business address should be in that state. The reason being is if you try to run an LLC with the address out of state, then your LLC is going to be considered a foreign corporation. And now you're going to have to pay you might have to pay 2 LLC fees because they're going to see an out-of-state business address. So no, you want to have a virtual office address in the same state as your LLC. All right. Let's see. What else we got? Prime One, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for mentioning bluevine.com. Financial Samurai, good website. Yes, I've heard of it. Haven't really checked them out, I don't think. Might have seen it before. Thank you for mentioning Curtis Davis. And I want to thank you again, Curtis Davis, for being a member of the Stop Circling Now YouTube channel. You have special emojis. That icon next to you tells me that you're a member. So you can throw in special emojis in the chat, by the way. And Eleanor Harvey, if you're still with us, you can too. And if anybody wants to join and become a member of the channel, there's a join button on the Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel page. So again, that would help support the channel, and I appreciate everybody here. This is the No Guru Zone. We don't have courses. We don't talk about giving me money, all right? The No Guru Zone, just for all the new people listening. The reason why I call it the No Guru Zone, you guys have seen all the ads that come up on the YouTube channels and when you're on Facebook, and all these guys saying, I want to make you rich doing the Amazon FBA. I want to make you rich by coming to my seminar. I want to make you rich by coming to my, I won't call it out. I want to make you rich by, you see my cars in the garage. I want to make you rich. Buy my course, buy my books, buy this, buy that. This is why this is a No Guru Zone. Because haven't you ever asked yourself, why do all these rich people always asking you to send them money? I thought they were already rich. I thought they made money. So why do they keep asking me for money while they're showing me their cars, their yachts, their boats, their houses? Why are you showing me all that stuff? You say you make money, I believe you, but you're asking me for money. That doesn't make sense. So anyhow, that's why this is the No Guru Zone. Hi, Red KLS. There is no ebook. You got to hit me up in the comments down below if you want to know something, or you can hit me up in my email at eric@stopstrugglingnow.com. So we can do that all the time, all day. I don't charge for consulting fees either at the moment. I have plenty of time on my hands. So until the day comes where I don't have time on my hands, then I may charge consultant fees. But right now, you guys can get all of this for free. All right? There you go. All right. No ebooks. No courses. None of that. And I'm not putting anybody down if they have ebooks and courses and they want to charge people. That's their business. But all I'm trying to say is all the information that most people give is available somewhere. If it's not on the internet, it's a book at the library. If it's not a book at the library, it's in a magazine. And if it's not there, then it's an educational facility, such as a school. And either way, how many people know that you can walk on campuses and go to classes without paying in most colleges and sit in on classes, especially big time schools when they have, 500 people, 400 people in a class. They don't know who's really in the class. Just saying, you can get knowledge all kind of ways. You just got to go find it. All hype, no substance gurus. That's it exactly. That's it exactly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we done put in 2 hours and we have lots of people on this live stream. In fact, I want to thank everybody again. So please hit the like button if you haven't so far. And if you'd like to subscribe, this is the kind of things that we talk about. And if you have any questions after this live stream, you can hit it down in the comments down below and I'll answer the questions. And you can always hit me in an email at eric@stopstrugglingnow.com. All right. And if you'd like to get some of these motivational t-shirts, hoodies, and the new hat's going to be coming out next week, I believe, when I get back down to Florida, probably in about 10 days, I'll be back in the Florida warm weather. And I'll have some the new hats coming out. The SSN media hats are going to be out. And this hat's coming out as well. And a different hoodie, no excuse, no fear, coming out as well. So you guys will get all that. But you can go to StopStrugglingNow.com and go to the Stop Struggling Now merchandise, and you can get gear, merchandise right now. All right. You learn more by taking action. Read, apply. Exactly. Thank you so much, Curtis Davis. Joshua Felder, thank you here. Thank you for being here again, man, and thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. You're always very helpful on the live streams, you and Curtis Davis, and this time we got some extra help from AJ and a few other people. Heartfelt Music, thank you so much. Appreciate the compliment. Can you get a driver's license with an E? Not that I know of. Not that I know of. Sorry about that. You cannot get a driver's license with an EIN number. But I kind of don't know what you mean because it goes the other way. You need your birth certificate, pass the driver's test. So I don't actually know what you mean by get a driver's license with an EIN number exactly. Olivia Jones, thank you so much. I appreciate your compliment. Joshua Felder, great question. Jason Gross, maybe you understand his question better than I do because I don't think you can use an EIN number for a driver's license. Unless you're asking if the driver's license DMV asks for your social security number and you give them an EIN number. In theory, there's probably a law against it, but if there isn't a law against it, then I guess you could, now that I'm thinking about it. AJ, no, there's no dividends. There's no limit. There's no limit. The only thing that you got to keep in mind is if you ever get audited by the IRS, they're going to ask you what's a reasonable salary. That's what it. So in other words, let's say you made $100,000 that you paid yourself in dividends, and then you tell them you only took a salary of $5,000. That's not going to work. You follow what I'm saying? You're going to at least have to take $25,000 salary. It has to be something that's kind of livable. You just can't say, well, you live in a mansion and I paid myself $2,000. They're going to frown upon that thing. So it all depends on your lifestyle, but generally you want to actually do a W-2 and you're going to give, let's say I'll give dividends of $75,000 and I'll give myself a W-2 of $25,000. All right. Because $25,000, you basically don't even pay taxes on. So that gives you an idea. Playbook. All right. So hopefully that helps out, AJ. Joshua Felder, yes, you can put car, you can put land, you can put computers, you can put homes, you can buy assets with your LLC. So, and I believe Ford, Mercedes still allows you to do put your car in an LLC. So yeah, you can do it. You can put any asset in an LLC. If your LLC can buy it or buy it on credit, then you can put it in the LLC's name, which is the ideal scenario. This is what the wealthy people do, by the way. They put all their properties in an LLC or trust, shield it from tax, because you're not actually withdrawing any of the money. You're using writing a check for what you are paying for your assets. And then you pay yourself to pay for some of the expenses because, again, you don't want to run afoul of the IRS. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to wrap this up. And again, I got to put a shout out to my boy, J King Live, Monday night, 11 p.m. Everybody should watch it, even though he is the CEO and president of the Black Chamber of Commerce. Every race, every nationality should watch his show. It's devoted to minorities most of the time, but tomorrow he has a show on the some plan by presidential candidates and the president, I believe. He has a show every Monday. He only has 2 shows left because he only was going to do 10 shows. But go and sign up, J King Live, straight, no chaser. And then you can go to our YouTube channel and you'll see J King was on our YouTube channel until my live stream exploded. I haven't been able to have him on again because the man is like working to death. He's out here in the no guru zone, also trying to help people expand their mind, expand their knowledge, understand geo and economics based on minorities, majorities of the population, trying to help people as well in a different vein than what I'm doing. So you got to go see him Monday night, 11 p.m., J King Live, straight, no chaser. Go sign up and subscribe to his channel. And so that way you'll get the upload. And he only has 2 episodes left, but you can watch the previous 8 episodes. They're pretty good. He has some people that have written books on, some people that are in psychology, sociology, government, all kind of people on his show that talks about socioeconomic and philosophies and mindsets of people. So it's a good show to watch. So go check them out tomorrow night. Thank you so much, Joshua Felder. I want to thank everybody. We're about to wrap this up. If anybody has any further questions or want to talk about anything before I go, let me know. Crypto Rumford, nice to see you again, man. Thank you so much. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I did a video about, I think it's the 4th video ago, where I put in there, go get free money. There was, speaking of crypto.com will give you $50 free, but the only thing is you have to buy 1,000 CROs. That's the coin. And that basically cost about $160. And then the $50 makes it seem, well, you paid $110. But anyhow, you get free Robinhood Webull, free stock. Okay? Crypto.com. We have that. Tomo credit card is coming out, and it's going to be based on your revenue and how much money you deposit with them. The new fintech bank, you have to be on a wait list. I have that on there. But go check it out. It's like 4 videos ago. Joshua Felder, thank you so much, man. I wish I could like your content again. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for your support. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We're going to wrap it up now. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here, ladies and gentlemen. You know how we do it. It's hard out here. So this is why you need your extra streams of income. This is why I post up the videos so it can help you get extra streams of income. And tonight, I tried to help out a lot of people out of work. And there's a link down below to become an affiliate to offer the Opus Virtual Office. Become an affiliate with Opus Virtual Office. You also have become an affiliate if you own Robinhood and Webull apps. There's a share link that you can share with other people and you receive free shares of stock. That's another way that you can make additional streams of income. There's several different ways that you can do this. So you just have to think about it. And while you're sitting there watching your stuff on your phone and you're sitting there on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, doing that stuff, you could have already been posting something for your own business to make yourself an additional stream of income. So just think about it, ladies and gentlemen. And with all that said, keep your head up. Keep moving, and I'm out.